Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hanger Robin here. Welcome aboard Old Harry's Buying Guide to Props for 2021. Yes, partially sponsored by Jane Sprite, cause bless her little heart. Her gave me some GE so I can add some new toys. Oh heck yes, which she will be getting reviews on. But let's jump right into it. This time it's China and Japan, and knowing whichever ones I pick, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to screw it up and freaking put them in weird-ass orders like they always do. So don't be surprised if I have to drop multiple videos on one day, because God knows what kind of combos they're going to come up with. So, yeah. I'll just dump them all out there, and you can then look at the ones that has the birds that you want to look at, and there you go. Just remember, same rules apply as always. If you want to know about the tanks, yeah, go that way, just not here, because, yeah, sticking the blind guy in a tank might be very funny to watch, but it's not very productive. Number 2, if you want to know about premium jets, yeah, right that way is the way you can fuck off, because I am not jumping on the hamster wheel of pain and paying $50 damn for a jet that's not even going to be useful past 2 patches. Fuck that. Until they fix the compression, nope, not touching it. And finally, number 3, if it's less than tier 3, remember it's not for grinding, it's for funsies. And speaking of funsies, look at this beautiful thing. The Hawk 3, aka the Goshawk. Rank 1, battle rating 1.0 for the Chinese. Look at that. If you want to use Chinese ground forces, here you go. Jesus, look at the loadout on this damn thing. But in air, it is also incredibly fun. I have had way more fun out of this thing than what it cost. It was a blast. And you see these little wheel wells right here? Yeah, the best thing about those is it means you never have to put your wheels down when you land. You can just use that thing as a skid. Lands perfectly every time. Not a hassle. Easy to fly. At this BR, 30 cals work just fine. You get plenty of ammo for it. This thing can turn on a dime. You're not going to outturn a Chika because, well, Chika's fucking broken. But for most of the other ones, you will easily have a good scrap. Yes, you will have quite a lot of fun in this thing. I have had a blast. Next up, the Flying Tiger. Why is this at 2.3 and the American version at 2.7? I don't know. It makes no sense. They're the exact same bird. But at 2.3, this thing is a bully. I have had 7 kill runs in this thing where I just went and just murdered everything on the... If you get a down tier in this thing, it's a war crime. Yeah, it's just mean. You are talking about over 2,000 rounds of freaking ammo. Yeah, you got plenty of power for this BR. Probably a little more than a little overpower. And yet, if you want to do the ground forces, here you go. 500-pound boom boom. Not a problem. Plus, it's got freedom cows and anything open topped or light. Yeah, freedom cows rip through them like crap through a goose. So for the price, hell yeah, this one is quite fun. I've had a blast. But then we get to... Oh, this damned thing from the bowels of hell, forged out of disappointment and sadness. Whether you should get this bird goes on one simple question. Do you get blessed by ping from the gods? If you get below like 28 ping, this will work just fine for you. It will work just fine. If you get above like 35 ping, welcome to Suffertown, population U. If you get above 45 ping like old Harry does, the best gun on the whole damn thing is this crappy little gun in the back. Yeah, to say this thing is ping sensitive is the understatement of the millennium. Especially with them damn 37mm hose. I don't know how many times I have been perfectly lined up on a shitty boomer, slammed it home and just get lol, black pup lol, spark lol, hit lol. Yeah, I got this free in the war bonds, and frankly, that's where I would get it if you actually want this thing. I wouldn't actually spend money on it. But yeah, there's just so many better options. No, slap a talisman on something out of the freaking tree. Just no. It gets low ammo count. Yeah, that 200 rounds of hoe, no, that's for the Shrock. That's not the gun you actually get to use. You only get 100 rounds of that one. So unless you are insanely good with the Shrogs, you're going to be hurting for ammo pretty damn quickly. And now we come to more sadness. The A6M2. Oh, how I used to love you, but now I can't love you anymore. Yeah, the problem with this, right here. See that? See that battle rating 3.7? Bullshit. Complete and total bullshit. Thanks to the A6M6 spam, this thing will only see 4.7 BR. And the A6M6, not a problem dealing with this thing. This thing will do donuts around it. Problem is, while you're doing donuts around the damn thing, here comes the bane of your existence, the A6M5 fucking co. Because there's always a fucking co. Usually 2 or 3 co's. And the second they see you in this thing, they laugh. They're like, hee, snack. Because, yeah, the co is better in the climb, in the dive, in the turn, in the guns. Yeah, there is nothing that you do that the co don't do better. So, yeah, the problem with this bird is you're always going to be on the back foot. It's cheap, but do you really want to spend every match you in on the back foot? I mean, does that sound fun to you? And you can't even use this in the ground forces because all it gets is a 60-kilogram fart bomb. So, no, I would say no, skip, go away, run away, no. This, on the other hand, it's expensive. Yes, it is. But, oh, Lord, I would say it's well worth it. It's at this lovely BR where it gets a lot of down tiers because, again, A6M6 spam. And this thing, oh, it handles so damn good. Climb rate is good. Dive rate's good. You gotta watch the compression a little bit, but that's true with all Japanese birds. It has good turn. And hey, if you need to do the ground forces, there you go. You get a pair of 250s. Work fine. Plenty of ammo on this freaking cannon. MG's got a buff. It works great. All in all, I have had nothing but great times flying this thing. And its SL and RP modifiers, as you can see, really not bad. Not bad at all. So I'd say, yeah, if you really want to grind out China, either slap a talisman on something in the higher tiers or, yeah, just grab this baby because, yeah, it kicks a hell of a lot of butt. And now we come to the Empire of the Rising Sun, blessed by Hirohito, the Japanese. And this first one is easy. Not no, but hell no. I know some of you say, well, then why do you have it? Well, it's very simple. Back when I got this thing, you exclusively got Japan versus USA, and back then they didn't even have the flying barrel, so it was this versus pea shooters. The occasional Texas Buffalo back when it had 150 and 130s. It was perfectly acceptable then. Yeah, power creep has killed this thing. That and the new matchmaker. Now you face Chaikas and HE-100s, which will just beat the living shit out of this thing. And yeah, Type 89 pew-pews, probably now the absolute weakest MG in the entire game. I think I'd even rather have the damn French 7.5s. Even those, I think, do a little more damage than these damn things. Same thing goes for this. I know some of you will say, well, it's a brand new bird. Why do you have it? I had a buttload of GE left over after the last sale. I was like, nah, what else is there that I don't have? I don't have this thing. I will take it. I have flown it twice. I think I still got like 29 free repairs on it. It's just not fun. 7.7 Type 89s against freaking Chaikas that can set you on fire from 800 meters away. No, it's not fun. It's cheap. I mean, if you just want to add it to your collection like I did, make it a hanger decoration, go right ahead, but it's not fun. If you have to get a tier 1, I would say get this. The lovely A7HE1. Yeah, it's basically the Heiko 112B2, but it's decent in a climb. It's got much better guns with the Type 7.92 MG17s. MGFFs, load stealth, get katana range. That's my advice on those. Otherwise, they tend to spark. But still, it's better guns than any of those other two. So if you stuck a gun to my head and said, you have to get a tier 1 for Japan, here you go. But honestly, they got better stuff in the tree all the way around. So I would probably just skip tier 1 altogether. Just like I said, unless you want to collect some toys. But now we go up to a tree where there actually is good stuff. Like this, the Kai 44 to Atsu. The Putin Scoot! This is a meme bird, let's be honest. It's all about this right here. That 40mm dirt gun. Yeah, super low velocity, but when it hits, you will laugh your ass off. I mean, good lord, Joe went hunting P-59s with the stupid thing. Laughing like a madman. And the nice thing is, thanks to the freaking MG buff, once you run out of poots, this thing is still a viable fighter. And it's cheap, it's got a good climb, it's got a good dive. And once you hit a bomber with this, you'll know why I love this thing. If you want something just for fun and to make freaking meme videos, here you go. If you're not into memes, here's his brother Soji. Look at these. Actually climbs a little better since you don't have the hose, replaces the hose with two 7.7s, which, those are kind of weak sauce, but you're pairing it with a pair of the decent 50 cal, so, pour on the waiter shot, it can do the work. And it's cheap, and it's fun. Look at that climb rate. This thing climbs like a homesick angel. The only thing that really will beat you in a climb is the CW2OPs, but, I found since the freaking changes to the battle rating, you don't get too many seal clubbers and CW2OPs anymore because they're afraid they'll get bumped up to 3.7. So, it's mostly just noobs, and they're easy enough to pick on if you really want to. But, this is just fun. This is just something that you pick up because, I got a little GE left over, and I want some fun. This is a bully. Let's just be honest. Let's cut the bullshit. This is a bully bird. This thing gets the good belts. It frickin' hits like a freight train. All your old guard have this bird because, if you want something that will just blow through Japan low tier and just kick ass for days, the Japs there. Oh, good lord. Even after it got its rudder a bit nerfed, Joe's like, oh, the rudder's a bit nerfed. I'm like, oh, really? Took it out. Blam. 7 kills. There you go. Yeah, rudder's a bit nerfed, but you still got freedom cows at 2.7 BR with the good belt. So I wasn't really that worried. Pretty much anything you get in front of you is either going to be killed or set on fire. So not a problem. The only thing that would keep me from giving it a 100% is the 109 Samurai. Oh, this thing is a ballerina. Oh, it's so good. I have taken this thing into like 4.7 and kicked ass with it. It's good climb, good guns, good dive, hell of an energy fighter. So that would be honestly how I would pick if you want to get one of these two. Are you more of a boom and zoom kind of person, or are you more of an energy fighter kind of person? If you're more of the energy fighter and like to do stall fights and climbing spirals, go for the Samurai. If you're more of a brutish boom and zoomer, just wants to rip things apart with freedom cows, go for Japs there. Either one, you will have a good time, and they're at a good price. Unlike this pile of shit, they gave it a buff. Buff my ass. This thing still handles like ass. Oh, it's just terrible. Its climb rate is bad. Its engine overheats constantly. It compresses like a bitch. It turns just terrible. And the guns are just meh for the BR. And look at the BR. Look at this BR. Look at it. Look at it. You know what that means? Yeah, you ain't never seeing that. You're seeing 4.7 thanks to the A6M6 spam. So, you're always going to be on the back foot. The price is not good. The bird is not good. I honestly can't think of a positive thing I can say about. Well, the MG buff means you might get one or two more kills before you're shot down. But you will get shot down because you are constantly going to be struggling for power, struggling for speed, and struggling for energy. Just no. Even the price is not good. Just no. Instead, why not get one of these? Yes, like the beautiful Silver Swan 3.7 BR. Oh, good Lord, I know Joe loves to spam the living hell out of this damn thing, and I don't blame him. It's basically a Japanese skyrocket. You shoot up into space, thanks to your interceptor spawn, you beat the living hell out of all the boomers you run into, and then you just boom and zoom anything that's left. You do have to worry about the sparks on the 203, that 37. Getting to katana range, it's not too bad, but you can always make up for it with the whole cannon. And honestly, I have had quite a blast out of mine. Price is not bad. Great for bomber hunter tasks. You get a bomber hunter task, here you go. Every time I get a bomber hunter task, bing, break this out, beat the living hell out of a few bombers, not a problem. But personally, oh, how I love thee. I love you so much, Evelina. Thank you, Jane Sprite, for giving me this lovely bird. I have appreciated it. This thing is an unholy terror. I have taken this thing into 5.3 and had no problems with it. Anyone who's flown the P-51C knows it doesn't seem to have the problems with the rudders that the D-Series do. And you only get 1,260 rounds. That's fine. You get the late war belts. They hit like a freight train. Wonderful bird. Good climb, good dive, good energy retention. And the only bad thing I could possibly say is if you want something that can be used for ground forces and can't get a bomb. Big damn deal. If you're wanting to be a pure pilot, I cannot say enough nice things about Evelina. And here's another bird I cannot say too many nice things about. I don't know why Ace can't seem to fly a Focke-Wulf, but oh God, this thing, it has gotten me so many silver lions over the years. This thing is just, it's freaking monster. 680 rounds of cannon. That's a lot of DACA. Plus 1,800 rounds of MG for taking out a few light ground targets if you last guy decides to camp. If you've ever flown a Focke-Wulf, you know how this thing handles. You climb up there, you boom and zoom. You use that incredible roll rate if anybody tries to get on your butt. It is an easy bird to fly. And not a bad price either, I got to say. That's the nice thing about Japan. Once you hit about tier 3, they got a ton of really nice ones. Like this one right here. Ta-ta-da! Yeah, I go ta-da. This is the bird I take out when I just want to relax. This is a very relaxing bird. You got 2 151s, just put on the stealth, they'll never dodge. Add air targets to the 50s and only use those if you need a few ground targets or if you just need to set someone on fire. But as far as flying this thing goes, it's so easy to fly. Just remember, keep it under about 4,500 meters and relax, just chill. Just nicely turn into anyone that's freaking trying to get with you. Slap them with the 151s and move on while being all zen and chill. Easy to fly, lovely thing. Most of the time it'll be facing 4.3 to 4.7, so doesn't hardly face up tiers. It's just nice, it's easy, it's relaxing. The only thing you have to watch with it is you can't ride the WEP on desert maps. If you ride the WEP, you're gonna melt. Just leave the WEP off. Who cares? It'll be fine. Hell, I'm sitting on an ace match right now on this thing where I was just doing my dailies. I had to do a replay because, I was like, I'll get one kill. Big deal. Nope. 3 versus 1. Ta-da, did not care. He just ripped them to shreds. Not a problem. Oh, the orange blossom. Oh, it's so good. It's a little expensive, though. That's the only thing that keeps me from just giving you 50 thumbs up on this thing, because it is a little expensive. But I can understand why, because for the longest time, this was what you took out if you wanted to club the living shit out of everybody. Those Japanese 13 mils hit like a freight train. You get a buttload of freaking Mod 2s. And now that the freaking Japanese cannons have been buffed, they hit even harder. The only downside is, like the Tada, you can't ride the whip all damn day like you used to. The old days, this thing, you could just leave the whip on and just never worry about it. Now, if you do that after about 12 to 13 minutes, it will eventually overheat. But yeah, by then, most of them are going to be dead, and the last guy's probably camped his runway, so why do you care? Yeah. Only downside on this, I would say, is the price. Other than that, this thing is a wonderful bird. Good climb, good dive, good turn, good guns. And look at it. Isn't it just lovely? Isn't this a pretty bird? Plus, it gets a nice green skin as an alternate. So, yeah. All in all, I have had nothing but fun with this bird. Now we get to the last of them. Yeah. There's a good reason why I say there's always a fucking co. Because this thing is a freaking monster. Yeah, look at the climb. Not only has this thing got good climb, it's got insane acceleration, turns like a freaking ballerina. It can dance, it can do everything. The guns hit like a Mack truck. You can just jump into a freaking fur ball and have no shits to give. And you'd be surprised how many morons will try to turn fight this thing. I've had Mustangs and Lightnings and Spitfires, and they all think they can turn fight with this baby. No. Just no. There's a good reason why half the guys on the Discord server are buying this thing in the next sale. And hey, you get some GE with it, you get some free premium time. For the price, you can't beat that. It's a good deal. It's a damn good deal. And this thing will get you all the way up to your jet. So, hey, not a problem. And take a look. Good SL and RP modifier. Hell yeah. Oh no. Oh, this thing. Why, Gaijin? Why did you need to nerf it? It was fine. It was perfectly acceptable. And then they had to come out like drunken gobniks with throwing vodka bottles and just beat it with Nerf bat. Why? I know some of you are going, well, 17 meters per second climb, that's not bad. No, it is bad because this engine wants to overheat constantly. And it did. Why would you take this over the J2M3 that's in the tree that does everything this thing does, but better? It's not got as good a climb. This thing doesn't have as good a dive. Doesn't have as good a turn. Has the same guns. Literally, the only thing it had going for it was the air spawn. And they took that away. Why? Oh, and this thing compresses a hell of a lot worse than the J2M3. Why? I don't know, but you can lawn dart this thing so damn easy. It's just ridiculous. I don't know how many times I've tried to put this thing into a dive and had to rip off my own flaps just to keep from pancaking. No. This is a boom and zoomer that can't do the boom part of the boom and zoom. So, hell no. And finally, we will cover one I don't have and won't be picking up. I know guys that absolutely adore this thing. And from what I understand, it's a good bird. And my problem with it is simple. Why would you get this over the coat? I mean, can I think of a single reason why I would fly this over the coat? Yes, it has the 30 mils. Big damn wolf. You only get 42 shots? And its climb rate is just, I mean, maybe if you want it for the memes, but look at the price. That's damn expensive. No, just get the co. At least with the co, you get some GE, you get some premium time. With this, you just get the bird. And, no, I would just say pass. Well, I hope this has helped you with your shopping, and I hope to see you up there in the clouds. Have a good one, y'all.